Welcome to the 50 Plus Service Business Reset. This is a VetBizMedia Blueprint from the Veteran Entrepreneur Network, built for experienced workers, veterans, mechanics, drivers, fleet workers, and blue-collar professionals who are thinking about building a second income lane after 50. The message is simple. You are not starting late. You are starting with experience. If you have spent years around trucks, trailers, equipment, shops, yards, customers, deadlines, tools, and real-world problems, that experience has value. The question is how to turn that experience into something of your own. Not hype, not a get-rich-quick plan, not some 25-year-old hustle model that does not fit your life. This is about building smarter in the second half. This is about identifying practical service business opportunities, choosing a lane that fits your body, budget, skills, and schedule, and using what you already know to create more options. Because physical work can pay today, but experience, systems, and digital assets can help support tomorrow. Before we get into the blueprint, here is the important notice. This content is for educational and planning purposes only. It is not legal, financial, tax, insurance, safety, mechanical, or regulatory advice. Business requirements vary by city, county, state, trade, customer type, and service offered. Before starting or expanding any service business, you need to verify your local business registration, insurance, licensing, environmental rules, roadside safety requirements, disposal rules, commercial vehicle requirements, and customer requirements. Technical services such as diesel repair, tire service, DOT inspection support, electrical diagnostics, and roadside repair carry additional risk. They may require specialized training, proper tools, insurance coverage, and compliance controls. No income, customer, funding, vendor approval, or business success is guaranteed. Use this blueprint to think, plan, compare options, and make better decisions before spending money or taking unnecessary risks. This blueprint starts with one idea. You are not starting late. You are starting with experience. At 50, 55, 60, or older, you may be thinking about what comes next. Maybe you are still working full-time. Maybe you are already doing side work. Maybe you are thinking about retirement. Maybe you are relocating, dealing with health changes, managing family responsibilities, or wondering how much physical work you really want to keep doing. That is a real question, and it deserves a real strategy. The point is not to quit your job tomorrow. The point is not to buy a bunch of equipment before you know what you are building. The point is to use the experience you already have to create a second income lane that fits where you are in life now. For one person, that lane may be fleet washing. For another, it may be mobile diesel support. For another, it may be tire and trailer roadside repair, heavy equipment washing, pressure washing, DOT inspection support, yard cleanup, consulting, training, or digital products. The lane is personal. The framework is the same. At 50 plus, the business conversation changes. You are not only asking, can I make money? You are asking, can I do this without wrecking my body, my family, my savings, my retirement plans, or my reputation? That is not fear. That is wisdom. The reset starts with 5 truths. First, your experience has value. Years of field experience can become judgment, credibility, pattern recognition, and customer trust. Second, you do not need to quit first. A second income lane can start small, part-time, weekend-based, or one customer at a time. Third, you should not buy everything first. Equipment does not create a business by itself. Customers, pricing, service quality, and follow-up create the business. Fourth, your body is part of the business plan. If a service beats you up too much, you may need to price it higher, add help, narrow the scope, or choose a different lane. And fifth, the goal is control, more income, more options, more ownership, and less dependence on one employer or one physical task. At 50 plus, the goal is not just to work harder, the goal is to build smarter. Too many experienced workers are surrounded by opportunity every day, but they have been trained to see only the job. That is employee thinking. Operator thinking is different. Operator thinking means studying the environment. You start asking, what is being paid for here? Who is making decisions? What problems repeat every week? What hurts the operation? What problems could I solve safely and profitably? You are not trying to be everything to everyone. You are trying to find one practical problem you can solve for a clear customer at a fair profit. A younger person may bring energy, but an experienced worker brings judgment. After decades around work, you understand what unreliable vendors cost. You know what managers hate dealing with. You know what drivers complain about. You know what customers notice. And you know what happens when equipment sits down. That judgment matters. In trucking, construction, agriculture, and fleet operations, downtime is expensive. Reliability, communication, and practical field sense can separate you from cheaper, less experienced operators. Now let's talk about one of the biggest concepts in this blueprint, the yard economy. The yard is already buying a trailer yard, FedEx lot, fleet yard, contractor lot, construction site, equipment yard, or shop is more than a place where trucks and equipment sit. It is an ecosystem of paid problems. When you start paying attention, you may see tire vendors, mobile mechanics, trailer repair trucks, decal vendors, waste vendors, fleet washers, parts delivery, fuel services, and other support providers coming and going. That matters because it proves demand already exists. The company may already be paying outside vendors to keep the operation moving. Your job is not always to invent a new need. Sometimes your job is to observe what is already being purchased and decide whether there is a lane that fits you. Fleet washers solve dirty trucks, trailers, equipment, image problems, compliance appearance, and washout needs. Mobile mechanics solve no-starts, lights, air leaks, minor repairs, preventive maintenance support, and downtime. Tire vendors solve flat tires, low pressure, roadside tire calls, replacement needs, and fleet tire checks. Decal vendors solve trailer numbers, branding, safety decals, identification, and compliance markings. Waste vendors solve trash, old parts, wheel hubs, packaging, used materials, and yard cleanup. Parts, fuel, and lube vendors solve downtime, maintenance needs, supply gaps, and job site support. That is the yard economy. And the key question is this: what problem are they solving? Who pays for it? How often does it happen? Could I solve something similar? Could I support that service? Could I partner with that vendor? Or could I offer a related service? Where trucks sit, vendors work. Here is a phrase to remember: where trucks sit, vendors work. Trucks, trailers, vans, equipment, containers, and job site machines create ongoing service needs. Things get dirty, tires fail, batteries die, lights stop working, decals peel, trash piles up, inspections come due, equipment needs cleaning, managers need reliable people who show up. Places to study include trailer yards and trailer leasing lots. FedEx, Amazon, UPS, courier, and contractor lots. Small trucking company yards, construction company yards and active job sites. Equipment rental yards, municipal yards and public works lots. Agriculture yards, farm shops, and seasonal equipment staging areas. Warehouse and distribution centers. Owner-operator parking areas, and small fleet terminals. The opportunity is not always outside the gate. Sometimes it is parked right in front of you. service rosters, vendor networks, fleet net-style dispatch, insurance docs. Once you establish a clear lane, you can also look beyond one yard or one local contact. Many fleet-related services are supported by vendor rosters, roadside dispatch networks, fleet maintenance platforms, trailer leasing companies, and national or regional service providers. Examples may include companies such as FleetNet America and similar fleet service networks that build rosters of approved vendors by location and service category. This does not mean every new operator should rush to sign up everywhere. It means that after you define your service, pricing, coverage area, insurance, response capability, and documentation, vendor networks can become another path to opportunity. A mobile mechanic, tire and trailer repair operator, fleet washer, DOT support provider, equipment cleaner, or yard support vendor may be able to apply for local service opportunities if they meet the network or customer requirements. But before pursuing any roster, verify the onboarding requirements. Verify insurance limits. Verify response expectations. Verify payment terms. Verify service categories. Verify safety rules. And verify whether the work fits your body, schedule, tools, and risk tolerance. A roster can create calls, but it can also create pressure. Treat it as a business decision, not just a lead source. After you choose your lane, ask, who already dispatches, buys, or manages this service in my area? Now let's talk about choosing your second income lane. A good business idea is not automatically a good business idea for you. The right lane should fit your skills, body, budget, available time, market access, risk tolerance, and long-term goals. A service that looks profitable may not be worth it if it requires too much debt, too much danger, or too much physical strain. Use the fit-first approach. Fit your skill. Choose something where your experience gives you a head start or credibility advantage. Fit your body. Be honest about lifting, bending, crawling, heat, cold, night work, and recovery time. Fit your budget. Avoid equipment debt until you have proof of demand and a simple customer path. Fit your schedule. Decide whether the lane can start weekends, evenings, scheduled days, or customer by customer. Fit the market. Look for repeatable paid problems, not just one-time chores. Fit your future. Consider whether the lane can grow into training, consulting, digital products, subcontracting, or a lighter role later. Some service lanes to consider include fleet washing and equipment cleaning. This may fit operators with cleaning equipment, fleet access, and willingness to do physical work. The caution is water, chemicals, runoff, physical demand, weather, and night or weekend work. Mobile diesel support may fit experienced diesel, truck, equipment, or trailer mechanics. The caution is liability, diagnostics, insurance, scope control, and tool cost. Heavy truck tire and trailer roadside repair may fit tire techs, trailer mechanics, and mechanically skilled operators. The caution is roadside safety, physical demand, night calls, and equipment cost. Pressure washing and commercial cleaning may fit service-minded operators who can sell local accounts. The caution is competition, pricing, water access, surface risk, and property damage. Yard cleanup and waste support may fit workers who understand shops, yards, and recurring cleanup needs. The caution is disposal rules, labor, margins, and customer consistency. Digital and knowledge services may fit experienced workers who can teach, document, consult, or help others market. The caution is that it requires content discipline and trust building. You do not need to choose every lane. You need to choose the lane that fits you. Fleet washing is a practical second income lane because fleets, owner-operators, trailer yards, contractors, and equipment users often need recurring cleaning. The work can create cash flow, customer relationships, and real-world stories that later support digital products, training, checklists, and consulting. Common services include tractor washing, trailer washing, trailer washouts, heavy equipment washing, construction equipment cleaning, fleet image maintenance, yard or shop exterior cleaning, and sanitation-related cleaning when appropriate and properly handled. The pros are clear. Fleet washing can create recurring account potential. It produces visible results. It can start part-time. It connects you to fleet managers, and it creates content and proof. But there are cautions. The work is physical. You need to think about water management, chemical handling, weather, hoses, scheduling, pricing pressure, and equipment maintenance. The best 50-plus strategy is to start with a defined customer type and a clear service menu. Avoid underpricing because the work is physical and equipment heavy. Focus on recurring yards, small fleets, scheduled work, and jobs where reliability matters. If the work is too heavy alone, plan for help, narrow the scope, or use the field work to build proof for digital assets over time. Mobile diesel service is one of the strongest examples of turning experience into ownership. Diesel mechanics are already working in industries where downtime costs money. Trucks, trailers, loaders, skid steers, excavators, dump trucks, tractors, generators, and job site machines all need support. This lane may fit experienced diesel mechanics, truck mechanics, trailer mechanics, equipment techs, farm mechanics, veterans with maintenance backgrounds, and mechanically skilled operators. Potential customers include owner-operators, small fleets, trailer yards, construction companies, farms, equipment rental companies, landscaping companies, municipal yards, and contractors. Common services include jump starts, batteries, trailer lights, ABS and electrical checks, air leak checks, preventive maintenance support, filters, belts, hoses, no-start troubleshooting, and equipment maintenance. The pros include high demand, strong value when downtime is expensive, repeat fleet potential, and credibility for experienced mechanics. The cautions include higher liability, diagnostic complexity, tool cost, insurance needs, parts availability, physical strain, and customer expectations. The best 50-plus strategy is to start with a clear service menu. Focus on preventive maintenance and support work. Build repeat fleet relationships. Avoid jobs outside your scope, and price for experience. A mobile diesel service ladder can help you think through the levels. Level 1 is basic support. This includes jump starts, battery replacement, light checks, trailer cord checks, fluid checks, greasing, and visual inspections. Level 2 is preventive maintenance. This includes oil and filter service, fuel filters, air filters, fleet PM days, and seasonal equipment checks. Level 3 is diagnostics and repair. This may include no-start diagnostics, ABS issues, air leaks, hydraulic leaks, sensors, and after-treatment issues. Level 4 is advanced mobile work. This may include major component repair, heavy hydraulics, welding or fabrication, and major engine or transmission work. Not every level fits every 50-plus operator. Evaluate the risk carefully. Heavy truck tire and trailer roadside repair sits between mobile mechanic work, tire service, trailer repair, emergency response, and yard support. It can be profitable because tire and trailer problems stop revenue, but it also carries serious physical and safety risk, especially on the roadside. This lane may fit experienced tire techs, trailer mechanics, diesel mechanics, truck drivers with maintenance experience, fleet shop workers, and veterans with logistics or mechanical backgrounds. Customer types may include owner-operators, small fleets, contractor fleets, trailer leasing yards, construction companies, dump truck operators, agriculture haulers, and roadside vendor networks. Common services include heavy truck tire repair or replacement, trailer tire support, airline repair, glad hand seals, light troubleshooting, mud flaps, seven-way cords, door and latch issues, battery jumps, and emergency yard calls. The pros include high urgency, strong call-out pricing potential, repeat fleet opportunities, and a clear customer pain point. The cautions include roadside danger, night and weekend calls, physical tire handling, insurance needs, compressor and tool investment, traffic exposure, and customer response expectations. The best 50-plus strategy is to start with yard-based and fleet-based support before chasing risky roadside calls. Price for response, safety, tools, experience, and downtime reduction. Roadside is not the same as yard work. Yard-based service usually offers a more controlled environment. It can be better for scheduled checks, safer access, repeat relationships, and easier management with age and energy. Roadside emergency service may offer higher pricing potential, but it also brings greater danger, traffic exposure, night and weather risk, and greater insurance and safety requirements. After 50, the goal is not just to find work. The goal is to find work that pays enough, fits your body, and does not put you in unnecessary danger. Not every service has to be advanced repair. Many practical income lanes sit beside mechanics, tire techs, and fleet shops. These services can be lower-risk entry points, add-ons, or partnership opportunities. Examples include trailer light checks and basic electrical troubleshooting, ABS and electrical check support, battery jump and terminal cleaning, glad hand seal replacement, mud flap replacement, trailer door and latch visual checks, DOT inspection prep support, preventive maintenance checklist documentation, small fleet walk-around checks, shop overflow support, parts pickup or delivery for trusted fleet accounts, and yard cleanup, old parts staging, or coordination with disposal vendors. These smaller lanes may not sound exciting, but they can open doors. A small, reliable service often becomes the relationship that leads to larger, recurring work. The key is scope control. Define what you do and what you do not do. A simple service menu protects you from taking on work that requires tools, insurance, training, or certifications you do not have. Scope control is especially important for mechanical, roadside, electrical, and safety-related work. Pressure washing can be a practical second income lane because many commercial properties need cleaning but do not want to hire full-time staff for it. It can also connect to fleet washing and equipment cleaning. Potential customer types include small businesses, truck shops and fleet yards, dumpster pads and waste areas, construction companies, equipment rental yards, warehouses and docks, municipal or public work sites, agriculture shops, and equipment lots. Work types may include concrete cleaning, dumpster pad cleaning, building washdowns, equipment area cleanup, fuel island or shop exterior cleaning, graffiti removal where appropriate, and pre-sale or post-project cleanup. The best 50-plus strategy is to avoid being the cheapest cleaner. Focus on commercial work, recurring needs, safety, consistency, and before and after documentation. Be careful with surfaces, chemicals, water runoff, slip hazards, and property damage risk. Price for travel, setup, breakdown, chemicals, equipment wear, and recovery time. Physical work can pay today. Digital assets can help support tomorrow. A 50-plus service business reset should not only focus on labor. Field work can create cash flow today, but experience can also become content, training, checklists, templates, SOPs, consulting, and digital products over time. Physical income examples include fleet washing and trailer washouts, mobile diesel support and preventive maintenance work, tire and trailer service, equipment cleaning, pressure washing, yard cleanup, battery jump and support calls. Digital or knowledge income examples include checklists and field guides, training videos or short courses, SOP templates, service business startup guides, consulting for small fleets or service businesses, Facebook and Google setup help for blue-collar businesses, content calendars and local marketing packages, podcast, YouTube, or newsletter authority building. The hybrid model is powerful because it does not require you to abandon physical work immediately. You can do the work, document what you learn, create proof, and turn experience into assets that do not require pulling hoses, changing tires, or crawling under equipment forever. Now let's talk about the worksheets inside the blueprint. The 50+ Business Fit Scorecard helps you compare ideas before spending money. You rate each category from 1 to 5. A higher score means a better fit. Be honest. A profitable idea that is wrong for your body, budget, risk tolerance, or schedule may not be the right lane. Evaluate each service idea based on skill match, body fit, startup cost fit, repeat potential, risk fit, schedule fit, and long-term fit. You can use the scorecard for fleet washing, heavy equipment washing, mobile diesel mechanic work, heavy truck tire and trailer repair, trailer electrical and ABS support, pressure washing, yard cleanup, digital or knowledge services, or another idea of your own. If your score is strong, study the lane deeper and begin planning a simple first offer. If your score is weak, do not force it just because it sounds profitable. The second income lane planner helps you inventory what you already have before deciding what to build. What industries have you worked in? What problems do you understand better than the average person? What tools, truck, trailer, equipment, or software do you already own? Who already knows and trusts your work? What service could you offer part-time? What service could become recurring? What service would be too physical or risky right now? What could you teach, document, or package digitally from your experience? The goal is to stop guessing and start organizing what you already know. The Yard Opportunity Audit is another key worksheet. Use it when observing a yard, shop, lot, site, or facility. Do not trespass. Do not interfere with operations. This is for ethical observation in places where you are allowed to be. Write down the yard or facility you observed. List the vendors you noticed, such as tire vendors, mechanics, washers, decal vendors, waste vendors, fuel vendors, parts vendors, or other support providers. Ask what problems they were solving. Ask who likely pays for those services. Ask how often those problems repeat. Ask which services you understand. Ask which services you could realistically offer part-time. Ask which services would require more tools, training, insurance, or help. Ask who you would need to talk to. Ask whether this could become recurring work. Then identify your top opportunity from that yard. That is how you stop looking at the yard like an employee and start studying it like an operator. Money, invoice, insurance checklist. Equipment is necessary, but equipment can also become a trap. Do not build a business around purchases alone. Build around a customer, a problem, a price, a scope, a safety plan, and a repeatable service process. Before buying equipment, ask yourself, do I have a specific service offer? Do I know the customer type? Do I know the minimum price needed to make the work worth it? Can I rent, borrow, subcontract, or start smaller? Will this equipment create income soon or just create debt and storage problems? Do I need insurance approval before offering this service? Can my body safely handle the work this equipment enables? The same discipline applies to pricing. Many new operators undercut themselves. You are not only charging for labor, you are charging for travel, tools, materials, risk, setup, communication, insurance, equipment wear, skill, and downtime reduction. For each job, estimate the quoted job price, travel time, fuel, materials, labor time, equipment wear, admin cost, insurance allocation, and estimated net before taxes. Then ask, was this job worth the time, risk, and body impact? A mechanic with 30 years of experience is not just selling labor. He is selling judgment, speed, troubleshooting, and downtime reduction. The blueprint also includes first customer conversation scripts. The goal is not to sound like a big company. The goal is to sound reliable, clear, and practical. For fleet washing, you might say, I am offering mobile fleet and trailer washing for small fleets and owner-operators. I can come out on scheduled days or weekends to help keep trucks, trailers, and equipment clean without pulling them away from the yard. Would it make sense for me to look at what you have and give you a simple price? For mobile mechanic support, you might say, I am offering mobile support for small fleets and owner-operators. I am focusing on basic trailer checks, light issues, batteries, preventive maintenance support, and service calls within a clear scope. If you ever need after-hours or scheduled support, I would be glad to talk through what you need. For heavy truck tire and trailer support, you might say, I am setting up heavy truck tire and trailer support for yard calls and fleet support. I am focusing on tire checks, basic trailer issues, light problems, mud flaps, glad hands, and defined repair support. Do you currently have someone handling those calls? For pressure washing or commercial cleaning, you might say, I am offering commercial pressure washing for small businesses, shops, fleet yards, equipment areas, and dumpster pads. I am starting with a few local accounts and wanted to see if this is something you may need on a one-time or recurring basis. And for digital services, you might say, I help small service businesses look more professional online with basic Facebook setup, content ideas, simple service descriptions, and practical marketing support. If you already do good work but need help showing it online, I may be able to help. Keep it simple. Clear beats complicated. The first 30 days should not be about building a perfect company. It should be about choosing a lane, testing demand, getting organized, and having real conversations. In week 1, focus on inventory and reset. List your skills, contacts, equipment, physical limits, time availability, and industries you understand. Complete the business fit scorecard. In week 2, choose one lane. Select one service lane to study. Define one simple service offer, basic customer type, starter price range, and equipment needs. In week 3, set up the basics. Create a simple service menu, invoice method, photo folder, business page or landing page, insurance checklist, equipment reality list, and a short list of possible vendor rosters or service networks to research. In week 4, start conversations. Contact 5 people. Visit or observe 3 relevant yards or businesses ethically. Post one service announcement. Ask for one small job. And follow up. Do not measure success only by whether you got rich in 30 days. Measure whether you learned which service lane fits, what customers ask for, what equipment is truly needed, what risks exist, and whether the work fits your life. Before moving forward, use the final reset checklist. Confirm that your experience has business value. Confirm that you identified at least 3 paid problems in an industry you know. Confirm that you completed the business fit scorecard. Confirm that you chose one service lane to study first. Confirm that you know what work fits your body and what work does not. Confirm that you listed the equipment you need now versus what can wait. Confirm that you understand the insurance, safety, licensing, and regulatory questions you need to verify. Confirm that you created a basic customer conversation script. Confirm that you identified vendor rosters, fleet service networks, trailer leasing companies, roadside dispatch sources, or local buyers to research after your lane is defined. Confirm that you estimated pricing and profit for at least one service. Confirm that you built a first 30-day action plan. Confirm that you identified whether your experience could later become checklists, training, consulting, or digital products. And confirm that you are willing to start practical instead of trying to look perfect. Your next move is not to chase every business idea at once. Pick one lane, study one customer type, identify one paid problem, create one clear offer, have one conversation, then use what you learn to improve the plan. If you are 50 plus, the business does not have to look like someone else's. It can be part-time, weekend-based, seasonal, local, physical, digital, or hybrid. It can start with field work and evolve into training, consulting, templates, media, or a lighter role over time. The opportunity is not always outside the gate. Sometimes it is parked right in front of you. Choose your top 2 service lanes. Complete one yard opportunity audit. Write one simple service offer. Estimate what the service must charge to be worth your time and body. Talk to one potential customer or industry contact. Research one vendor roster, fleet service network, trailer leasing company, or service dispatch source that fits your lane and area. Document what you learn and keep building from experience. The 50-plus service business reset was built for experienced workers, veterans, mechanics, drivers, fleet workers, and blue-collar professionals ready to build smarter in the second half. You are not starting late. You are starting with experience. This has been a VetBizMedia Blueprint from the Veteran Entrepreneur Network.